Good everybody, thanks for stopping by. Look, today's video is going to be a little bit different, and there's going to be a few of these types of videos coming up. I'm standing in the awning of the UEV 490, the Conqueror UEV 490, which is the new caravan, well, the new to me caravan. It's 10 years old, 2014 model. So I'm doing lots and lots of work. There'll be modifications, you know, tips and tricks, things that I've found that I learn about the caravan, about the unit itself, that I think would be worth sharing. It might be valuable to people who are looking to buy one, have one, all that sort of stuff, and then, you know, basically start a conversation. The same as I did with the other van. It's the same as I did with the Pajero, and still have the Pajero. What I've been doing is I've been doing just different work. I've been getting stuck in the electrical system, pulling it out, rewiring it, chuck the lithium battery in. I've got another lithium battery come. Hasn't happened just yet. Anyway, point being, there's going to be a whole bunch of these videos of me just piecing together different bits of information that relate to each other that I think people might find handy. A vlog, if you will, of the progress on the van. If I do a specific job, like the rewiring, that'll be a video in itself. I really want to focus on the things that people might not be aware of, or just information that I think has some sort of value to you that you may not otherwise be aware of. As you may or may not know, that's the lake here. So I'm up on the hill here overlooking that lake. And now here, that means we get lots of, well, not lots of rain, but we've got a good amount of rain coming off the lake. But what we also get, especially in August, the windy month, is we get wind. The wind comes straight off that lake, rips up that hill, and gets me right here, which is where the van is parked. So today's video, which I hope has some value, and I apologise in advance because some of the footage didn't turn out real good because of the wind. I want to just show you just some things that I found with the UEV, in particular this 490 awning, and the canvas type work, and just some things that I found out about it in the wind. Here we go. So we're set up, it's raining, it's windy, it's been really, really windy. There's the palm trees there, they're calmed down a little bit at the moment. You can see the lake. It's pretty calm at the moment, but we're getting plenty of wind. I am sort of straight up off the lake, so we get hammered with the wind. Now, what I've seen this do in the past with the wind is to blow and then lift off these spring steels here. So what I've done is just gone around and put some cable ties on all of those points. Made sure it's going over the spring steels. Like that one's not so much, but you can see it through the eyelets. Just brought it down under these here, and they're not under a massive amount of tension, but it just stops that top awning. You can see it just flapping there. It's not too bad at the moment. It's just when you get a big wind, it tries to lift it up, and it just, I have had it lift that off and pop it off those spring steels, and then it's not much fun to have to come out in the middle of the wind and try and hook that back up, because you're climbing up the ladder, it's pissing down the rain, it's windy, whatever. So I just caught a couple of big gusts of wind. The other thing, this didn't have anything through here. So normally there's a pin or something through here. This one didn't have it, and what just happened with the wind is it come in and it lifted this up, lifted the top, pulled the whole thing up, and then this just moved and dropped down. So you can see that was sitting here where it's meant to sit, and it just lifted the whole thing, and then that just dropped down. I heard it bang. Oh, what the hell was that? So I'll just grab myself some tent pegs. I'm going to get, I did buy some P clips, R clips, whatever you want to call them, but I couldn't find the right size. So I am just trying some tent pegs now. I'm going to go with the largest one I can fit through there. Alright, and it is that one, but it really doesn't need to be attached at all. I just need to push it through so that thing can't lift up like that. That one is going to do until I can come up with something a little bit better. I think what I might do is just get a bolt that's the right diameter, probably going to be about an M6 or something like that, I think. Just a bolt, and then put a little wing nut on it so I can just tighten up so it can't go either way. So there you go, so I raced out. It was raining, it has stopped now, conveniently. There's actually some blue sky, look at that. but you can see that wind's just going to keep coming. That rain's coming across the lake. We had a few storms come through. Exactly why you set these things up out in your yard. Just figure this out. The canvas is holding well. I mean, I guess these are just tips for you. You know, you might want to share some in the comments as well. I have found because this lifts up here, the wind gets under here and lifts this like this, even though the zips are all the way down. And you see it trying to lift it here. But what that does is it lifts this whole area here, and I find I've got to keep pulling these pegs, these corners out. Despite the fact that I've still got good tension on here, it might be worth putting a peg down in that corner. And there probably is room in there on the corner of that canvas, so I'll go and check that out. Let's go and have a look. I have found keeping it all zipped up obviously stops the wind blowing through. It does stop the wind just blowing through and lifting everything up. And there is a place for a tent peg down in that corner, so I'm going to go and bang one in. That should keep that corner down and stop that whole pole lifting up and moving around. But anyway, the other thing I get in the wind, and again, apologies for the darkness, hang on, let me grab you some light. What I'm finding in the wind, and I had put something on this, I can't remember what I did to this. I did put just a bungee strap from here to the other end of the sink. You can probably see that just there, the green thing. What I was finding was this thing in the wind was just doing this sort of business, but that bungee strap has been enough to tension it and stop that from doing that. So, but it was real annoying and I couldn't figure out what it was. I raced outside and I'm thinking, oh, I've left the, you know, where the heater is, I've left that undone or something like that, and those things are banging, but no, it was just that. So while it's shitty outside, I'm just inside and we're pulling the whole thing apart and doing some wiring, so it's coming along all right. So while I've got you, and we're in the van, I might as well just give you a quick bo peep of just some of the updates of the electrical system. I'll just show you a couple of quick clips of the progress that I'm making with the electrical system. It is a bit of a mess in there. I've got some stuff stuffed in there. I've got some pieces of wood there. I'm about to go and mock up the system in the front, which is where the electrical system is going to reside, the new battery. But for now, I've got a lithium battery just stuffed in there, which has been a direct replacement for the AGMs that were in there. In the meantime, if you've got any questions, if you've got a UEV, you're looking to buy a UEV, you've got any information you want to share with me, if you've got some recommendations on something you think would make a good video, stick them down in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Look, I've been a bit crook lately. I've been crook for a couple of months, so things have just fallen by the wayside. Haven't got a lot of videos done, and so I've got some product reviews that I've got to get knocked on the head, get them out, so you'll see a bunch of those coming up in the very near future. And whilst I enjoy doing the product reviews and that sort of stuff, this sort of stuff, doing projects, working on vans, working on the car, you know, building things, modifying things, this is where my heart is, and this is the content that I like to share. The challenge is, you know, working on things, I just shoot heaps and heaps of video, heaps and heaps of footage, and then it takes me hours and hours and hours to go through the footage to try and turn it into something that I think people might want to watch. The product reviews obviously give me the ability to turn out videos keep the content coming. But this is the sort of stuff that I want to do. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll see more of these. So, you know, lithium battery, solar setups, chargers, Victron stuff. Hopefully we'll cover off a whole bunch of that in the near future. In the meantime, thanks very much for stopping by. Thanks for sticking with the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's nice to see you. And we might see you again in hopefully the not too distant future. Thanks very much for stopping by again. We'll catch you on the next one.